Hey everyone, welcome back to TalkEasy English. I'm really glad you're here today. Going to the doctor can be stressful, right? Especially when you're not feeling well and you have to speak English. But don't worry. In this episode, I'll walk you through everything, from checking in at the clinic to describing your symptoms to understanding what the doctor says. By the end of this, you'll feel much more confident using English at the doctor's office. So let's imagine this together. It's a weekday morning. You wake up and your throat feels dry. Your body aches and you just don't feel right. You try to drink water, but it hurts a bit. You check your temperature. It's 38.5 degrees Celsius. Great, you've got a fever. You know you should see a doctor, but now your brain starts thinking, how do I even explain this in English? Let's start from the very beginning, arriving at the clinic. When you enter, the first person you'll usually meet is the receptionist. They'll greet you and ask something like, "Hi, how can I help you today?" You can answer, "Hi, I'd like to see a doctor, please." Or, "I have an appointment at 10:30 with Dr. Lee." If it's your first time, they might ask, "Is this your first visit?" You can say, "Yes, it's my first time here." Then they'll ask for your name, date of birth, and ID. Sure, my name is your name, and my date of birth is month, day, year. It might give you a paper or tablet to fill out. It usually asks about allergies, medications, and your symptoms. Don't panic if you don't understand something. You can say, "Excuse me, could you explain this part?" "Oh, what does this question mean?" That's completely normal and polite. After that, they'll tell you to sit and wait. Please take a seat. The doctor will see you soon. Now, you wait, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then you hear your name. "Mister, your name?" The doctor will see you now. You walk in, the doctor greets you. "Hi, how are you doing today?" And you might think, "Wait, I'm at the doctor. Should I say I'm fine?" Don't worry, that's just a polite greeting. You can still say, "Not so good, actually. I've been feeling sick lately." Then the doctor will ask, "What brings you in today?" That just means, "Why are you here?" You could say, "I've had a sore throat and fever for the last 3 days. My head and body feel really heavy. I've been coughing a lot, ... Now, one thing to remember, the more specific you are, the easier it is for the doctor to help you. Don't just say, "I feel bad." Try to describe your symptoms clearly. For example, "I have a sharp pain in my chest when I breathe. I feel dizzy when I stand up. My stomach hurts after I eat." See? Simple, clear, and natural. Then the doctor will ask questions to understand more. They might say, "When did it start?" You could say, "It started 2 days ago." "Have you taken any medication?" "Yes, I took some painkillers, but they didn't help much." "Do you have any allergies?" "No, not that I know of." Doctors use simple words most of the time, but sometimes you'll hear medical ones like inflammation means swelling or redness. Infection means bacteria or virus is causing illness. Prescription, the paper that allows you to get medicine. If you don't understand something, it's completely fine to say, Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't catch that. What does it mean?" That's how confident English speakers talk. Even natives ask questions like that. Then comes the examination part. The doctor might say, "Please open your mouth. Take a deep breath. I'm going to check your blood pressure." Just follow their instructions calmly. And when they finish, they'll tell you what's wrong. It looks like you have a mild throat infection. You probably caught a cold. I don't think it's serious. That's a relief. Now let's move to what happens next, getting medicine and understanding the advice. After the doctor finishes checking you, they'll usually give you advice and a prescription. They might say, "You need to rest for a few days. Drink a lot of water. Avoid cold drinks. Take these pills twice a day after meals." Here's a little trick. When you hear something like twice a day, remember it means 2 times, morning and evening. After meals means after eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner. If you're not sure about what the doctor said, always ask politely, "Should I take the medicine before or after eating?" "Okay, how long should I take it for? Can I still go to work?" That shows you're being careful. Doctors appreciate that. Now, sometimes the doctor will give you a prescription paper and tell you to go to the pharmacy. So you go there, hand it over, and the pharmacist says, "Would you like tablets or syrup? Do you have insurance?" You can say, tablets are fine. No, I'll pay in cash. They'll then explain how to use it. Take one pill every 8 hours. Don't take this medicine on an empty stomach. Always listen carefully, or even take a picture of the label to remember. Now here's one more tip. Sometimes when people feel sick, they panic if the doctor uses words they don't understand. But remember, you don't have to understand every single word. Just focus on the important ones, like rest, medicine, twice a day, or infection. If you catch those, you'll understand the meaning. A best way to prepare for situations like this is practice. You can even practice at home by recording yourself describing how you feel. Try saying, doctor, I've been having chest pain for 3 days. I feel dizzy when I stand up. I have a headache that won't go away. The more you practice describing things in English, the easier it becomes to explain anything. Not just at the doctor's office, but also in other daily life situations. Let's go a bit deeper, because sometimes explaining pain or how you feel can be tricky, even for native speakers. When you go to the doctor, you don't want to sound confused or robotic. You want to sound clear and natural. So let's focus on the way you describe your pain, feelings, and body problems. You can use some of these really useful patterns. I've been having, for things that continue for days. For example, I've been having headaches lately. I've been having trouble sleeping. I've been having stomach pain for about a week. I hurts when for describing actions that cause pain. It hurts when I swallow. It hurts when I move my arm. It hurts when I take a deep breath. I feel, for general feelings or sensations. I feel dizzy. I feel weak. I feel pressure in my chest. Now, here's a golden tip. Always connect your feelings to time. Doctors need to know when and how long something's been happening. You can use these expressions. For the past few days, since last night, for about a week now. For about a week now. For example, I've had a sore throat for the past 3 days. I've been coughing since Monday. I've been feeling tired all week. Those little time phrases make your sentences sound complete and professional. Now imagine the doctor asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? That's common in English-speaking countries. You can say, maybe a 6, it's uncomfortable but not terrible. It's around 8, it really hurts. About 3, it's not too bad. It's totally fine to estimate. They just want to understand your situation better. Then sometimes, doctors ask follow-up questions like, does the pain spread anywhere else? Yes, it goes down to my shoulder. Or, no, it stays in one place. Have you had this problem before? No. This is the first time. Or, oh, yes, it happens every winter. You see how natural that sounds? No need for complicated grammar, just short, direct answers. Now let's talk about expressions for common illnesses. These are ones you'll hear or say often. Cold, flu, I have a cold. I think I caught the flu. Cough, I've been coughing a lot. Fever, I have a fever. Or my temperature is high. Sore throat, my throat hurts. Headache, I have a headache. My head is pounding. Stomach ache, my stomach hurts. Back pain, I've got pain in my lower back. Dizziness, I feel dizzy when I stand up. If you want to sound more fluent, you can add short, natural connectors like, actually, to be honest, it's kind of, I think. For example, to be honest, I think it's getting worse. Actually, it's been bothering me for a few days. It's kind of painful when I eat. These phrases make your English sound less textbook and more real, like something you'd hear from a local speaker. Now, after you leave the doctor, there's one more important step: understanding the instructions and making sure you follow them correctly. Because sometimes, people misunderstand what take twice a day means. Here's how you can double-check politely. Just to make sure, should I take it in the morning and evening? Oh, I know. How many days should I continue? Can I take this with food? Are there any side effects? That's a professional and confident way to talk. The pharmacist might also say, don't take this medicine with milk. Avoid driving after taking this pill. Keep it in a cool, dry place. Even if you forget what they said, don't panic. You can ask again. Ari, could you repeat that? You write that down for me, please? That's totally normal. In fact, it shows you're being responsible. Let's end with a quick real-life example so you can feel how natural this sounds together. Doctor, so what brings you in today? I've been feeling really weak since yesterday, and my throat hurts when I swallow. Doctor, do you have a fever? Yes, I had one last night, around 38.5. Doctor, any allergies? No, none that I know of. Doctor, okay, looks like you've got a throat infection. I'll prescribe you some antibiotics. Take them twice a day after meals. Should I take them for a week? Doctor, yes, and if you don't feel better after that, come back. Oh, got it. Thank you so much, doctor. Perfect, right? That's exactly how a calm, confident conversation should sound. And before we close, let's talk about why this kind of practice matters so much. When you prepare for real-life situations, like going to the doctor, you're not just learning words. You're building fluency in thinking. You're training your brain to react naturally in English instead of translating. So next time you feel sick or nervous about speaking English in a serious situation, remember this episode. You already know what to say, how to describe your pain, and how to ask questions politely. You're not just memorizing, you're becoming confident. All right, everyone, that's all for today's episode of TalkEasy English. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with your friends, and drop a comment below about what you learned today. Keep practicing, keep improving, and remember, every real-life moment is another chance to get better at English. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next episode.